It's good to see United back into contention to play the game of football because, trust me, we've been missing Manchester United. Haven't you been missing the club? I've been missing Manchester United a lot, and I believe you've been missing this club too. And today we are here to let you know about the match preview of United versus Burnley in the Carabao Cup. If at all United goes ahead to beat a team known as Burnley, we will be into the the semi-finals. And let me read to you the teams that are into this quarter-final contention, because this might be the most open chance for Erik ten Hag to lift a trophy for Manchester United, or to lift the first trophy of Manchester United. Obviously, the teams left in this competition are the following. As today on Tuesday, Wolves is going to be playing Gillingham, Southampton is going to be playing Lincoln City, Newcastle is going to be playing Bournemouth, MK Don is going to be playing Leicester City, Charlton is going to be playing Brighton, then Blackburn Rovers are going to be playing Nottingham Forest, Man United is going to be playing Burnley, and Man City is going to be playing Liverpool. Meaning that I think the only hurdle that is into this tournament is between Liverpool and Man City. And the good thing is that both of those teams are going to hurl themselves onto this round of 16, and obviously they are going to be knocked out. When they are knocked out, we are going to be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we are going to be left with 8 teams, meaning that the draw will be the draw will be held, I think, on Wednesday, such that we'll be knowing who we are going to face in the quarterfinal. Round of 16, very easy. Burnley is a team to beat, and if at all you go on and really want to win a trophy, the team to beat is Burnley. Not so. If you want to win a Carabao Cup and you can't beat Burnley, then you are out of contention to win the Carabao Cup, because it's a championship team. I know lots of championship teams have come out and shocked very many teams in such scenarios, but I believe we stand a better chance to go all out and win this game of football at Manchester United. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where you're watching us from? Rock and David is my name, and don't forget to go into the lower right bottom corner and smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this channel. Remember, the channel goes by the names of United Matters channel. And please smash the like button. Show us more love onto this channel, because we are here to bring in the rest of the news that United is making all over the world. Now, we are into the Carabao Cup. You all know that. First and foremost, all our players are back apart from Lisandro Martinez and Varane, that are going to join the team on Sunday. You get Sunday. That means we are playing on 27th. On Sunday it's going to be Christmas. That's going to be a break off, meaning that on the 26th of December, Varane and Lisandro Martinez will take part in their first training session at Manchester United. Will they make it to? Will they make it the starting 11 of United versus Nottingham? I believe one of those will make it, because they are really ready and sharp. Especially Rafael Varane, he has been out for so long. He has played some games in the World Cup. Obviously, he's fully fit. He needed that much time. They are going to spend a week off, but I know they are going to be doing some gym work at the place where they're going to be. They are fit, as you see the likes of Harry Maguire who are going to return today at Carrington. Though Anthony posted a photo of him returning, and obviously other players are really ready back to go on and really getting ready for the game against Burnley. But Lisandro Martinez and Varane are out of this game. Don't expect them to play any part. The other player that is out of this game, obviously, Diego Dallo, is really doubtful. We just have to wait for today's training to see whether he's going to be part of the training, because he came back. He was really assessed by the physios of Manchester United, diagnosed, and we can't get to know what the report is like from the physios and the medical team of Manchester United. But I believe he's doubtful, and Erik ten Hag would love to go in and play him when he's fully fit. If at all he passes the fitness test, then he's going to come in through and play for United in the game of Carabao Cup. All the others, Malacia is back tomorrow, Harry Maguire is back tomorrow, Bruno Fernandes is back tomorrow, Casemiro is back tomorrow, Fred Rodriguez is back tomorrow, Anthony is back tomorrow, Eriksson returned already, I think, like a week back, 1.5 weeks back. He has been training at Carrington with Facundo Pellistri. Bruno Fernandes is back tomorrow. Diego Dallo is back tomorrow if at all is assessed very well. Marcus Rashford is back tomorrow. Luke Shaw is back tomorrow. And who else? I think those are the players that will be at the World Cup that are really going to be back tomorrow. Now, I believe that Erik ten Hag is going to go on and really pick out a team that is balanced according to the players and how they've been performing in training. And here onto United Matters channel with my team, we've gone ahead to go on and really think of the team that Erik ten Hag is going to bring in as they take on Burnley. Burnley is topping the championship and they've played 3 games. They've played 3 competitive games in the championship. They last played on the 13th. They last played on the 13th of November, and they played QPR on 11th December. And on 17th, that was a Saturday, they beat Middlesbrough, a team that is coached by Moka Carrick, by 3-1. Remember, Burnley is coached by the manager, by the former Man City player known as Vincent Kompany. He knows very well what this means. It's going to be a very huge game for him. He's facing Erik ten Hag, one of the biggest teams in the Premier League, very much improved side. Obviously, he's going to come on and bring on a game. It's not going to be an easy game, but I believe with this team that I believe Ten Hag is going to put up, it has to be an easy one because we are at Old Trafford. If at all you are traveling away to go to Burnley and play that game of football, it would have turned out into a big hurdle. But this time round, I believe we should come out and get this game done in there. Now, let's get into that team that I believe Erik ten Hag is going to go on and really choose. I've told you which players are going to be available and which ones are not going to be available. The system, obviously, it's a 4-2-3-1. It's accustomed. That is the trademark system of Erik ten Hag ever since he came in at Manchester United, and he plays with the double pivot, 4 defenders, 1 central attack midfielder, two left, 2 attacking midfielders, and 1 center forward. That is the system. Sorry about that. That's the system of Mr. Erik ten Hag as far as this system is concerned. Now, when you look into this, we have Dubravka is expected to start in goal, however much David De Gea is there. Looks like this tournament is the one that Erik ten Hag gave to Dubravka. I thought that when you're going to play against Real Sociedad in our first game in the UEFA Europa League, I thought he was going to be in goal, but Ten Hag didn't bring him in goal. So he kept him on bench for the 6 games we played in the UEFA Europa League until it came to the Carabao Cup, and we are playing against Aston Villa, a team that had just beaten us the previous weekend. The manager came in and told him, this is your game to play. He played it very well, and it turned out to be one of the best games that's played for United, and that was his first debut for United, and we won it by 4-2, and I liked his ball distribution, his footwork is really great on the ball, and he's a super goalkeeper, good shot stopper, and I don't want to come in and blame him certain times on some errors he makes, because when a goalkeeper doesn't get enough playing time, obviously he comes in and looks a little bit rusty, but you see that there is a talent in him, though United looks like they want to look in for another goalkeeper and release him back on loan at Newcastle. Dubravka is expected to start in the goalposts of Manchester United. The right back, there is a contention, Aaron Wan-Bissaka that should start, Malacia to be played as an inverted right back. The other one is Brandon Williams to come on and be played as a right back. There is a speculation of Tuanzebe that he might be fit. Obviously, the story is going around Manchester United. I think I kick out Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He stands no chance to start in this game of United versus Burnley because he has been told by the board to find a way out of the club, and his agent has been tasked to find him a new club to go on and play his game of football there. So that means he's out, and Ten Hag can't make a mistake of fielding him in this game of football. Do you know why? You can put Aaron Wan-Bissaka in this game of football. He comes out to be the best player on the field of play. Puts in like 2 crosses that result into goals of United, puts in 2 assists, and obviously the debate will change. What will you tell the board? That you want a right back in the January transfer window, yet the board had told you to use this player during the first part of the season, and you didn't, claiming that he's not fit to play in your team, and now he's come in your team and played very well. I believe he's not going to make that risk, and for that, I don't believe he's going to make that list. The starting lineup. For chances, I believe this man has close to 60% chances to start as the right back for Manchester United as we play a team called Burnley tomorrow, because he looked good in the 2 games we played. those preseason, those games, those friendlies we played in Spain in the warm weather camp training. That is Brandon Williams. But Malacia can also come in through and play as an inverted left back into that position. But Malacia has like 40% chances to start. Brandon Williams might find himself to start. Even Tuanzebe can put himself in contention to start to play as the right back of Manchester United in tomorrow's game against Burnley. Let's go to the left back. Obviously, we are having two options, Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia. I believe with the amount of games that Luke Shaw played, Tyrell Malacia will find his way into the starting 11 of United. For him, he never played a single minute at the World Cup. But Luke Shaw, every game that England played, he played 90 minutes. He played 90 minutes until the quarterfinal when they are knocked out. That means they played 5 games. Those are 450 minutes. So I believe Luke Shaw will make the bench and will be on the bench until otherwise when his services will be called for. That's when I believe he'll come in through and really play part. But I believe Tyrell Malacia starts into that left back position of Manchester United, and I don't know what you think about it. But when you go to the central defense, as we are not having Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane, the available centre backs are Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. So I believe Harry Maguire is going to come on and play on the right side of the central defense. Then Victor Lindelof is going to play on the left side of the central defense, as they played against Aston Villa and they got us that 4-2 win against Villa, with Bruno erupting and Hando Garnacho coming in with 2 assists in that game where we destroyed Aston Villa at Old Trafford. Now, the other players that you might think of, I don't think Tengue Meng is here. He's injured, though his injury is not all that serious. But Tuanzebe might find himself into this team. We saw him run on the grass again. I believe in his talent. To me, Ten Hag is also going to be really interested in this guy. This guy is a beast. He's tall. He's energetic. Good on the ball. Obviously, he can play a high line, and the club and the team won't really get exposed at all. And if there is a game that Tuanzebe needs to go on and really get playing minutes, it's this one against Burnley, because the championship side, we know they are rough, the physicality is up there, they play some good, beautiful football. Obviously, Kompany is trying to duplicate or mirror the system of Pep Guardiola at Man City. It's a football passing side. Obviously, Ten Hag enjoys playing such a team that wants to bring total football to him, because he has lots of systems to employ and beat this team down. Let's go to the double pivot of United. I think these two players are going to stay constant into that double midfield pivot. Scott McTominay and Eriksen, they are going to play a part into that game of football. I believe Casemiro is going to be back. Fred is going to be back. Bruno is going to be back. But I believe this double pivot is going to be played tomorrow, because they know one another. Even before Casemiro took over Scott McTominay, this double pivot from the Liverpool game, they had put in lots of results together, and their combination looked cohesive to see to it that they had built a rhythm and pattern that looked very great, and Scott McTominay looked a more improved player than he was in the eras of Jose Mourinho, Ralf Rangnick, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I believe they are going to play a part. Casemiro will be on the bench. Fred will be on the bench. And if at all the game doesn't go where Erik ten Hag wants it to go, they'll come in and play some minutes. But I don't believe Casemiro is going to start this game of football. I believe Eriksen and Scott McTominay are going to play in the double pivot. Now, in the central attack midfield area, very sensitive area of Manchester United, because Bruno started the other game of Aston Villa. I think because had he accumulated? I think had he accumulated 5 yellow cards? I think he played. The manager started him and played some good minutes. Obviously, he had lots of things to do in that game of football. But this time round, we are having a player who has been a variable, back fully fit, though he missed out on one game against Real Betis. He played against Cadiz and didn't really impress. He played 45 minutes. That is Donny van Beek. I believe he's going to start as a central attack midfielder. And this is one of the chances Donny van Beek should go on and utilize to erupt into a player Erik ten Hag wants. Erik ten Hag has come out and defended him in the previous 3 games he's played for United, that he has been playing very well, making good runs and movement, but they don't get him on the ball a lot. So Ten Hag is tasking his midfield to get Donny van Beek on the ballot, because his best attribute is to pass that ball and movement. That's him. If you want to know what Donny van Beek is good at, get him the ball. He'll show you what to do. He is good at one-touch football, patient football. He can do the wall passes. He can do the hold-up play. And obviously, he can really get you that last pass that can release your centre-forward to go in and do the needful to get the game done and dusted. Let's go to the right attacking midfielder. Elanga available, Pelestri available, but I believe this man is really going to start. Having missed out in action for United ever since he showboated in the game of Omonia. He never really returned. He missed out on like 7 games. Then he went to the Brazil national team. Obviously had some minutes to play, but not like 90. In the game when they were knocked out, he played close to 50 minutes of football after they got off Rafinha off the field of play. And I believe he's now set to come in and start. That is Anthony, the man that United signed at £85 million from Ajax. On the left side, obviously, no doubt, people talk about Marcus Rashford, but I don't believe he's going to start, having returned. The match is for this young man known as Alejandro Garnacho. I know Erik ten Hag is a man who rewards players according to their previous acts and performances in his club. When you look at how Alejandro Garnacho performed for United in the previous game that we played, in the last game we played that was competitive, that was against West Ham. He scored that goal. Previously, in the game of Aston Villa we had played in the midweek in the Carabao Cup, he came up on the field of play and put in 2 assists. Then after that, this same man had scored a goal away at Real Sociedad. You remember that very well. So in the last 4 games that are competitive, that has played for Manchester United, he has gone ahead to come in and get involved in 4 goals, 3 assists and 1 goal. That calls for his start in this game of football concerning Burnley. And guess who is leading the line? Obviously, it's the number 9 of United. That is Antoine Martial, the Frenchman, obviously fully fit. And I believe he's going to be one of those to hit the ground running, to go on and really put in those goals. Our prayers to him is that let him keep fit. When he keeps fit, expect lots of goals to come from him. That's it. But players that are going to be on the bench that I expect to come in through, Casemiro might play a part into this game of football. Bruno Fernandes might play a part in this game of football. Marcus Rashford might play a part into this game of football. And the big question is all about Jadon Sancho, because we know that he's in Netherlands, and is he going to be ready to return to train tomorrow at Carrington? That's going to be one of the biggest stories that we are going to be waiting to hear from Erik ten Hag and Samuel Lucas, providing to us the update of who is really available for this game of football. Reason being, Erik ten Hag is not going to hold an official press conference for this game against Burnley. He's just going to go out and maybe do an interview with the Manchester United TV, and they will broadcast it out to let us know who is available and who is not available. And even if he doesn't do one, I really trust Samuel Lucas to come in through and really let us know about the players available to go on and do the needful. So the spotlight is going to be so much on to Diego Dallo. Is he going to train with United? That is it. Secondly, Sancho, those 2 players, if they appear on the field of football today, this lineup might change. It might change tomorrow. But I believe 90% of the players I've placed in this team are really going to start in that game that we are going to host Burnley tomorrow at Old Trafford. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. Tell me, who do you think should be in? Who do you think should be out according to you? But this is what me and my team at the United Matters channel have come up with as far as this Carabao round of 16 fixture is concerned. I believe we are going to dominate this game with possession, first and foremost. Because Burnley doesn't play a low block, they want to come in and play entertainment football, and they are topping the championship. I think they'll cause some bit of uncertainty in our central defense. Why? We are going to be having 2 slow centre-backs and they're going to be playing a high line, meaning that we need to go out and press them into their half. And when we press them into their half, that will help us get that ball. And when we win it, we can utilize it. Reason being, we have very many players up front that are really good at using the ball. Antoine Martial is good at using the ball. Anton is good at using the ball. And Alejandro Garnacho. And for Donny van Beek, what he does, he is a player who doesn't know how to take off players, but he has a good touch, a receiving touch, and obviously he's good in the return play. And I know he's going to go on and really be vibrant in this game of football. I expect him to hit the ground running again for United than never before. So for me, I believe we are going to win this game of football by like 3-1 or 3-0, according to me. Reason, we are a better side. However much they've been playing competitive football, 2 matches played, and they've won all of them, and they are topping the championship. Let me see with how many points. Standings of Burnley. What a hell. You Burnley FC. Burnley FC, where are you? Let me go to the championship. All right, let's see standings. All right, Burnley is topping the championship with 49 points. They've played 23 games, won 13, drawn 8, and drew 2. They've scored 46 goals and they've conceded 24 goals, meaning that they're a high-scoring side. That is Burnley. So they are really having a very fantastic season, and they are on the edge of joining the Premier League. How many games are they left with? Because they play 46 games. They are left with 23 games to play. And I think if at all they go ahead and really win more 15, they will find themselves in the bracket of qualifying back to the Premier League. But United, I think it's a better side, and we are going to be a bit of a hard nut to crack at the Old Trafford. Ten Hag came out and told us that we are supposed to win every game. That's what he told us, and that's what we believe in. We are a team that is supposed to go on and really win every game. And if at all that's the case, then he's going to go on and retail these players. No jokes. We are here to win this game of football. So your predictions are welcome in the comment section below. Even your reactions onto my predicted starting 11 as far as this Carabao Cup is concerned. I'm happy. Hope you guys are happy to see United back on the field of play. And may the mighty Lord see us win and go through to the round of 8. Because shocks have been always there. You've seen them. Shocks have always been there. And teams like Nottingham shocked Arsenal, I think, last season. So very many teams have come out and knocked out big teams, but I don't believe that that is going to happen to us, because even this starting 11 that are put out, if at all they fail to do the job, Ten Hag has a decent side that can come in and get this job done and dusted in like 20 or 30 minutes to go. Thank you very much. Rokan David is my name. See you later. May the mighty Lord bless you abundantly. I'm out.